Hello and welcome to this discussion about automated total nitrosamine and nitrite analysis. Topics of discussion today are nitrosamines, where can they be found, why do they matter, concerns for the formation of nitrosamines in the pharmaceutical industry, and then differentiating between nitrosamines and nitrites. So, where are nitrosamines found? They can be found in the food we eat, the beer we drink, in rubber products, in pH-stabilized cosmetics, in tobacco products, pharmaceutical products, and even in the air that we breathe. Why does this matter? Nitrosamines have been studied since the 1950s, many of which have been found to be carcinogenic. Nitrosamines can be formed when an amine, usually a secondary amine, reacts with a nitrating source, a nitrite, nitrosol, or nitrate. These reactions may be catalyzed under acidic or reducing conditions and also at elevated temperatures. Ranitidine, once the most prescribed antacid, has now been discontinued globally due to the contamination of NDMA. There is an EU regulation which currently lists 27 nitrosamines and their permissible daily intake. So when pharmaceutical companies are performing their risk assessments, these are the kinds of questions that they have to be answering. You know, does the API contain an amine, or in the formulation process are amines used? Are there nitrating sources in the synthesis or in the excipients themselves? Can you get contamination from raw ingredients? You know, what water is being used, what solvents are being used. Many solvent reclamation processes don't remove or even test for the presence of nitrosamines. And even to the extent of, does the plastic packaging contain nitrosamines, or even the inks that are used in the printing processes. And then there are analytical techniques. Various systems are available, GC-MS systems, LC-MS systems. GC-MS can obviously be used for volatile nitrosamines, LC-based for volatile and semi-volatiles, but with any system like this, you can only detect the nitrosamines that you have standards for. However, Ellutia has developed an automated total nitrosamine analyzer system, the ATNA system. As stated earlier, NDMA was formed in the ranitidine tablet, and it has been shown that the concentration of NDMA can increase over time. So the presence of nitrating sources are of concern in the pharmaceutical industry, particularly nitrites due to their reactivity. If we're able to detect both nitrites and nitrosamines and then differentiate between the nitrites and nitrosamines, this will give an indication as to the nitrosamines that are currently present, but also the concentration that could potentially be formed. And Ellutia's ATNA system, with an LOD of 1 ppb or 1 nanogram per mil of NDMA, with a throughput of 10 samples an hour and a standard capacity of 120 samples, is a system that we'd like to introduce you to. So these are chromatograms of NDMA standards that we've analysed, highlighting the sensitivity of the system. So how can we differentiate between nitrosamines and nitrites? Nitrites are considered to be of the largest concern due to their likelihood to react to form the nitrosamines. and Ellutia has developed an SPE cartridge that will remove nitrites from solutions containing a mixture of nitrites and nitrosamines. This is a 10 ppb NDMA standard that has been passed through the cartridge, not passed through the cartridge, and also we're showing a blank. So as you can see, the table over here on the right, the mean responses and reproducibilities are very similar between the samples through the cartridge and not through the cartridge. Sodium nitrite was used as an example. So as you can see here, the sodium nitrite not passed through the cartridge has got a large area, whereas once it passes through the cartridge, the area is very similar to that achieved with a blank sample. A mixture of NDMA and sodium nitrite gives the largest response. NDMA standard on its own, NDMA plus sodium nitrite passing through the cartridge, and once again the blank. So as can be seen here, we are able to remove the nitrite from a mixture of NDMA and sodium nitrite. Is there value in a simple, quick, reliable test for incoming ingredients and excipients to eliminate the formation of nitrosamines in the formulations? The ability to differentiate between nitrosamines and nitrites gives an indication of the potential nitrosamine formation as well as the actual current nitrosamine concentration. If you'd like to discuss your particular requirements or this analytical technique in further details, please feel free to contact us. And if you like this content, please feel free to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.